Hello everyone, I am the Honest Hierophant, and in today's video we're doing things a little bit differently. It was said in the last month forecast reading that I tend to do things a bit differently in each month's forecast, and we're doing no different in this video. In this video we'll be doing the zodiac sign readings from the yearly calendar of Capricorn to Sagittarius. So if you know your big three, your sun sign, moon sign, and your rising, then there's potential for multiple messages throughout this video. But if you don't know it, that is okay. You can just go with your sun sign. And if you do have multiple messages, just take what resonates and leave the rest. And yeah, I hope you have a great month of September. But the timestamps will be down below in the description and also along the play bar if you want to go through each of your zodiac signs. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do Capricorn starting first. So what we're going to do is I am going to pull an oracle card first of what energy you will be in going into the month of September. And we got Bluebird Spirit, happiness. Put that little guy right up here. So the number on it looks to be a 7. I don't know if you can see that very clearly on the screen, but it is a 7. And I really do think that there is just going to be a lot of high vibrant energies. You see that this bird is full of color. You also have the tree in the background that is also full of color. And it just seems to me like you are going to be in just this really wide range of vibrancy. You're going to be feeling a lot of intense emotions. You're going to be feeling a lot of intense energies. And you'll also be seeing a lot of intense emotions and things that actually trigger a lot of happiness starting in the month of September. So this could be something that is carrying on through from the month of August into September. But it does look like you are going to be receiving a lot of good, vibrant energy. So high vibrant energy, very intense, very saturated in the feelings of happiness. So that is really awesome for the Capricorns. But we're going to start to pull some tarot as well. And we're going to see what the major timeline is going to be looking like for the month of September for you. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Seven of Cups. Page of Swords, King of Swords, nice, and the Emperor. All right. So those are some pretty dramatic cards, I would say. And what it seems like to me is that there's a lot of different options available here for you in the month of September, showing me that you might have a lot of access to things that can fulfill your happiness. There could be a lot of things popping up that really trigger a lot of good emotions with inside of your energy bubble. And that it almost seems like it's time for that. It almost seems like this has been a thing that has been slowly coming to you. And it's finally time for it to actually show up into your life. And I think you're really excited about that. And you should be. You should be. And I think what really allows this to come in for you is that you get to be a little bit more of that dictator in your life. You get to have that more control that maybe you haven't had before. Maybe you've allowed yourself to kind of be pushed around, or maybe been directed to do certain things, or maybe you were more in the element of doing things for other people because you simply thought that was what was best. But it seems like there might actually be things that you have recently learned, or maybe there are some things that you have also had hard-hitting lessons to create this opportunity for you to really see the big picture of how life should be orchestrated in your world and how you should take control more of where your happiness comes from or how you pursue your own happiness. So I really do think that is kind of like the big key here, is that you are pursuing more of that fruitful energy. You are finding the different wells that you can go to find this happiness, and allow that to come within yourself. Allow that to be a healer of sorts as well, or maybe some past traumas or some past energies that you, I guess, have been dealing with for quite some time, that it is just now, present moment in the month of September, that allows it to explode and allow you to heal these energies and to find this happiness that maybe you've never seen before. Maybe you've just recently uncovered it, either starting in the month of August, but mainly finding it here in the month of September. I really do feel like you're going to be finding these different trigger points and learning more about it, learning how it affects you, learning how maybe traumatized you have been in your life, or maybe some of the hard things that you've gone through that you've kind of like pushed back into your shadow and didn't necessarily like deal with them properly. And now you're going to be able to deal with them properly and take them on full steam ahead and have just a little bit more control in your life. So, next topic that we're going to pull for is the overall energy of your emotions and your physical body. See what we got for that. For the physical, we got the Devil. And then for the emotions, we got the Five of Swords. So for the Devil card, as being your physical, I really do feel like you are letting go of the shadow aspect. Like I said, you're going to be healing a lot of things within your shadow in the month of September. And there's just going to be a lot of trigger points that are holding on to you. And it could be affecting your physical body. It could be affecting all sorts of different parts of you, whether that be like back pain, that could be knee pain, that could be feet pain. It could be all sorts of different body aches all across your body that could be trigger points for you that has to deal with your shadow and the things that you need to heal. And I think you're probably going to be relieving a lot of those. And with the Five of Swords as your emotional energy, this message might be coming through to you as something confusing, but I do feel like there is going to be more clarity as you move more into the I'm taking control, I'm taking leadership, I'm taking authority over the things that I need to do for myself, and also get to dictate what I need to be doing in my life for my happiness, for myself, and maybe not so much for others. So you're going to get some more mental clarity as the month goes on, but it does seem like there's just going to be a lot of confusing things as well that you're not really sure about, that you might actually be reaching out to others and asking questions. So the next thing we got is who or what is coming into your life in the month of September. Who or what is coming into your life in the month of September? We have the Seven of Pentacles. There's just going to be a lot of exponential growth happening here in the month of September for you, Capricorns, where I think truly that you will be doing a lot of great work on yourself and the things that surround you that allow you to grow exponentially. And it's going to happen pretty swiftly. Like, I don't think there's going to be a lot of hiccups to the act of you growing spiritually, emotionally, physically. You know, everything that surrounds you, I feel like is going to go pretty swiftly for you. All right. Who or what is leaving in the month of September for Capricorns? We have the Four of Swords. So if you have been going through a month of rest in August, or maybe you have been going through a time of rest recently, I feel like in the month of September, you will be making more strides in the idea of action. I feel like the Four of Swords energy is leaving you behind, And you are not going to have to be resting for too much longer. You're actually going to be motivated to want to do more for yourself. You're going to be motivated to take action. You're going to be motivated to get answers. And there's just going to be more motivation for action. What is the biggest change that is going to be happening in the month of September for Capricorn? Go ahead and pull the Queen of Cups and the 10 of Wands. All right, so the biggest change that we have, I'm going to boost these up a little bit actually, just catching that glare. Okay, so we're working with these two cards here. We're working with the Queen of Cups and the 10 of Wands. There is just going to be a lot of dramatic change with how you address your emotions, Capricorn. I feel like you're going to be resonating with a lot of your emotions and taking care of your emotions and really prioritizing them. I really do feel like you're going to be prioritizing your emotions, and that's probably what's going to help get you over that hurdle that maybe you have been dealing with for quite some time. Maybe you haven't really prioritized your emotions. Maybe you haven't listened to your emotions. And I really do feel like you're just going to be sitting with them and taking care of yourself and taking care of your physical body, your energy, your spirituality, things of that nature. That is going to be the biggest change. You're going to be prioritizing your emotions over anybody else's in the month of September. All right, what's something that Capricorn needs to be made aware of? What does Capricorn need to be made aware of? We have the 10 of Cups. Wow. A lot of the things that you were searching for, whether that is career related or whether that is family related, friends related, relationship related, anything like that, whatever it is that you are looking for is on the outskirts of taking care of yourself, taking care of your emotions. If you get past this mountain, then you have the 10 of Cups. Then you have the abundance of emotion and fulfillment. And a lot of good things are going to come when you start taking care of yourself more, right? So if you take care of yourself more, maybe you'll be able to have more opportunity to take care of other people. So with that being said, a lot of good abundance is coming your way if you take care of your emotions. I don't necessarily think that it's all going to happen within the month of September, but I think it's going to propel you towards the direction of abundance in the month of September. So what is the energy overall for Capricorn going out of the month of September towards the end? We have stability, the earth spirit. I mean, Capricorn's an earth sign, so stability seems to be key here. You're going to have a stable sense of mind. You're going to be more fulfilled energetically with the happiness, with, being able to have that authority. I do feel like Capricorns do like their sense of control a little bit. And I do think that's, a good direction for you to go in, is being able to have that authority if you've not allowed yourself to do so. So I do see a sense of stability being your end goal here in the month of September. And that seems very fulfilling for you. And I think it's going to be a great opportunity moving forward for you as well outside of the month of September, because you're going to have a little bit more balance and free flow in a lot of different directions of your life. So that's what I have for Capricorn. I really hope you enjoyed this message, and we're going to move on to Aquarius. So let's go ahead and collect these cards. All right. What is the energy going into the month of September for Aquarius? We have the Strength card. All right, that's interesting. And it is a big, big tree with a door inside of it. And I honestly think that you will be, as strong as an old tree like this. This is, I'm assuming, like a big red oak or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what tree this is, but I'm sure if you know, you'll leave a comment and let me know. But I do feel like here is you trying to feel the support of yourself. I do think that there is definitely going to be an energy of you needing more support from yourself, your inner being. So I feel like in the beginning stages of September, you'll be getting more support from yourself from within. Let's see what the major timeline is going to be like for the Aquarius. All right, let's see. We have the King of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups. And then we have the High Priestess. Interesting. I feel like, there's going to be some important decisions for yourself in the month of September. I honestly think that these are some really hard-hitting choices, whether it's talking about moving or whether it's talking about cutting off some certain people in your life. I do feel like you are going to have to really muster up a lot of strength to be able to make these choices in your life, because it's not necessarily things that you want. I feel like with a lot of air signs, you like the idea of having a lot of networks, a lot of connections, and a lot of people that you can talk to, or, like fill up your time, I guess you could say, or your downtime with people that you can just associate with. And I think this is calling for you to really dial back a lot of these connections, and that you are going to be feeling more isolated, I guess you could say, because I think you really know that there are some people in your network that doesn't really give you the right energies, or doesn't give you the right help, or maybe you feel like there's a few things off here. But I think you're really opening up to the idea that maybe you shouldn't have those things around you. You should be able to open up more to the energies that you know that are going to help you in your internal being, and really elevate yourself, instead of allowing yourself to stay in a lower energy that doesn't allow you to be successful, or doesn't allow you to do the things that you naturally want to go do. So I think being able to have more, say so, or more of that hard-hitting energy of knowing that you can combat this type of feeling, you are going to be doing a lot of this in the month of September, and really letting go of things that does not serve you and does not propel you forward into the direction that you actually want to go. So, what is the overall energy for Aquarius's emotional and physical? We just had a lot of cards just drop out. Okay, hold on one second. All right. I also did pull the Nine of Swords, but I'm putting that back in the card deck because I want to just use these two. So I do feel like that's kind of like a combination of both emotional and physical. Yeah, you're just going to have to pull out a lot of your energy here in the month of September to just be strong. You're going to have to be like this tree, of like this inner glow that helps you stay strong, that help you stay, in the energy of being able to make bigger and better decisions for yourself. Because I do feel like you're going to be cutting off some energies that maybe at one time did make you happy, maybe at one time did make you fulfilled, but things run out sometimes. And I feel like these connections that you have in your life are things that will run out if they haven't ran out already. And I see emotionally, you're going to have a hard time kind of dealing with this energy of letting go of things that had made you happy at one point, but no longer do. And physically, I just feel like you're going to be sorting out and letting go of certain energies that are still attached to you. So whether that's like cutting the cord, or maybe like dealing with some lower vibrational energies that's within your shadow, or, you know, within inside your heart space or things of that nature, I do feel like you're going to be letting go of those type of energies. Let's see who or what is coming into your life. Who or what is coming into Aquarius's life? And that card just came out. Okay. That card shot out. I'll tell you that much. We got the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is mental clarity. The Ace of Swords is the act of truth. The Ace of Swords is taking the action for your inner truth. And I feel like you are going to be receiving that. I feel like you're going to be maybe giving some evidence, or maybe giving some sort of, you know, aha moment, or some sort of epiphany or dream, some sort of inclination for you to activate this inner truth, or this truth of what you feel like is the right thing to do. With the High Priestess, you feel that energy. You resonate with that energy. You understand that there might be something going on, because that's your intuition telling you, like, hey, there might be some things happening. And then you're going to have that evidence come along and pop you in the face and be like, look, it is true. You were right. So I feel like there's going to be an act of energy coming your way that is going to show you that you are right, and that you do need to take the action that you need to take. So let's see. Who or what is leaving your life? Who or what is leaving Aquarius's life? We have the King of Pentacles. Ugh. That is a tough energy there. King of Pentacles. Well, we all know that the King of Pentacles is a masculine type of energy. We know the King of Pentacles is someone that has what they have, right? They have what they have. They are a leader. They are someone that has worked their way up to receiving what they want. And maybe they're in a good position of being comfortable and, you know, having everything that they've worked for, and having everything that maybe they've dreamed of, or accomplished their goals, things of that nature. And I feel like this person is somebody that maybe you might have as a role model, or maybe someone that you have in as a relationship, or maybe somebody that, you know, you are associated with. But I feel like this person in particular is somebody that you'll be letting go, because maybe they have too much of an aggressive, like, exchange with you that you're not too happy with. I do feel like you maybe don't feel like you can be yourself, or maybe you don't feel like they really help guide you in the right direction for what you're looking to be successful with, or maybe you just don't really enjoy the words that they have to say to you because they really let you down, or something along that line of communication. But I do feel like the King of Pentacles, whoever you resonate with, is the person that could be leaving your life in the month of September. And I think the only way that they leave your life is by you taking that action. So what is the biggest change happening in the month of September for Aquarius? We have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is all about perspective. The Judgment card is all about your perspective. So I feel like the biggest change that is going to be happening is you are going to have a change in perception of something, whether that is the truth that you want to tell yourself, or whether that is the truth that comes in as mental clarity, or how you want to operate as a person. I do feel like these are all opportunities for change for you, and that things will progress in a positive manner for you once this perception is changed. So, what you need to be made aware of in the month of September, I guess, Aquarius, you have people that want to talk to you. because we got two cards that fell out. We have the Five of Swords and the Fool card. What you need to be made aware of is that if there is things that seem muddy, if there's things that seem confusing to you, if there's connections that you have that just doesn't make sense anymore, maybe it's time to start fresh. Maybe it's time to let go of these things and allow yourself to be able to attract more energy that makes sense to you, that you resonate with. You've got to resonate with the people in your life. You've got to resonate with the energies in your life. And I think that's what you've got to do. That's what you need to be made aware of. Allow yourself to resonate with the right energies. So we're going to pull one more oracle card. What energy is pile? I'm still in the pick a pile type of energy. What energy is Aquarius going to be in towards the end of September? We have the Phoenix Transmutation. I couldn't think of a better card for you, Aquarius. It does seem like there's going to be things that are evolving quite rapidly for you in this month of September that you just need to take the reins of, accept, and allow yourself to come out bigger, stronger, and better. Even if you go through a dip during the month of September, you're going to come out of those ashes being better than ever. You are going to be able to prevail. Things come and go in our lives, and that's something that you've got to be okay with. And I think you will be okay with this energy. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Things are going to be on the uppity up for you towards the end of September. Who is next? Aquarius and then Pisces? Is it Pisces? I do believe so. Pisces, you are next. What is coming into the month of September for Pisces? These cards shuffled. All right. Let's also shuffle these cards one quick time. What is the energy going to be like in the month of September, or at the beginning of the month of September, for Pisces? We have activation, spirit guardian. Wait, what? Oh, of spring. I thought it said spirit guardian of spirit. That was kind of weird. All right, spirit guardian of spring, activation, new growth. Ooh, I like that. Spring is all about bringing in new growth. Spring is all about when things are ready to start growing, blooming, things of that nature. So that's really exciting. Activation, huh? You're going to be an activation type energy at the beginning of September for you, Pisces. Wow, okay. What is the major timeline going to be like for Pisces? Ooh, the High Priestess. Six of Wands. Cool. Nine of Swords. And the Eight of Cups. Ooh. Okay. So there is room for expansion here, though. I don't think the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Cups is a bad thing here, because just think about it. These two cards are right beside each other. You're going to be walking away from this Nine of Swords energy. This Nine of Swords is something that maybe you have been dealing with for quite some time, and it has been super aggravating for you. And with you understanding that this has been super aggravating to you, and that you do know that you need to let go of this energy, you are going to be in the energy of, growing out of it. You're going to be activating yourself and giving yourself permission to be able to take on this new journey of letting go what it is that's been holding you back, what it is that's been causing all this frustration within inside your mind and has given you some sort of clouded judgment or anxiety. You're going to be releasing some of these fears and some of these anxieties and really just taking a leap of faith here in the month of September, and that there's going to be a lot of growth happening with this. So that's super exciting. Wow. I was not expecting that, but that is definitely super exciting that you are going to be taking more responsibility for yourself and taking this leap of faith. Let's see. What is the overall energy for the emotional and physical? All right. We have the temperance and the strength. Yeah, I just feel like you're getting yourself ready for this embarkment of this journey of taking more responsibility for yourself. With the temperance, you are going to be kind of in the energy of letting go of some of these traumas, letting go of some of these shadow aspects, letting go of some of these anxieties and things of that nature, stresses. And you're going to be releasing a lot of these emotional things, and you're going to be allowing more of that spring type of energy come into your life. Come into your life and fill and replace some of these energies. Maybe you're going to be doing some sort of meditations. Maybe you're going to be doing some sort of nature walks and doing some releasings and allowing the good, vibrant energies of nature or crystals or yourself or whatever to fill up your emptiness now that you have let go of this lower vibrational energy and allow it to replace with higher vibrational energy. And with the physical, I just feel that you're going to be in sort of a protection bubble. Maybe you're going to be doing some more protection for yourself, and that way you can actually, withstand some of the things that are coming your way, whether it's things that you have to do for yourself, whether you're staying busy, or maybe it's that you have a lot of people saying a lot of things to you and you just close it off. I really do feel like this is going to be, a pretty heavy energy for you of just staying strong and being able to stay firm with what your choice is. So that's what's going to be in the physical. What is coming in your life in the month of September? We have the Chariot. Wow. Okay. What's coming into your life? Is Chariot, I want to say the Chariot has to deal with Cancer. So maybe there's a Cancer that you're associating with, Pisces. Could be yourself, it could be somebody else, but I feel like this is someone that could possibly be encouraging you to be, making these changes. Maybe this person has came into your life to be able to clearly activate this change within your life. That just gave me a tingly sensation in my head right there. I do feel like this person could be activating something in your life that maybe you wouldn't have done regardless. So that could be a big change for you. And also, I just feel like there's just going to be a new movement of direction. Maybe you're going to start moving again. Maybe instead of standing still that you've been doing for maybe the past few months, maybe you're going to be moving again. And that's going to be really exciting for you. Let's see. What is leaving your life in the month of September? All right, we're going to go with this card, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so the things that maybe you have been working on before are probably not something that you are going to continue to work on. Maybe you're changing your mind. Maybe you are giving yourself the freedom to be able to come up with a new plan or really activate something else that you really would rather do than what it is that you're currently pursuing. And I feel like this is just going to be a change of direction for yourself, or the better version of yourself. I really do feel like you're going to be bringing out more of a better version or authentic sense of yourself. So that's going to be really exciting. And what is going to be the biggest change coming into your life in the month of September? Or what is the biggest change going to happen in the month of September? We have the Nine of Pentacles, and we also have the Queen of Cups. Ooh, that's exciting. So Nine of Pentacles I've always resembled with the act of independency. And also the Queen of Cups is talking about nurturing yourself, nurturing your emotions, maybe nurturing other people, things like that. Very, very interesting. I really do like that for you, Paul. This is the second zodiac I've done this. I'm used to the pick a pile readings. This is very interesting for you, Pisces. I'm really excited for this sense of energy here for you. Um, but I really do feel like you're going to be making a big change with how you take care of yourself, how you like look after yourself and make those changes for you. If you feel like you're being picked on, you're going to stand up for yourself. If you feel like you are being taken advantage of, you're going to put a stop to that. And I really do feel like you are just going to be putting yourself first and being very mindful of your emotions and what you want. And that's going to come at a hard cost, it seems, but it does seem like it's going to be very, very beneficial for you. And that's super exciting. Let's see. What do you need to be made aware of in the month of September? What does Pisces need to be made aware of in the month of September? Here we go. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is going to have something to say to you. Queen of Cords? Is that even a thing? Maybe you need to be cutting the cord. Maybe that's what it is. Cutting the cord from the Queen of Swords is what you need to be doing here in the month of September, Pisces, because the Queen of Swords is going to have something to say to you. The Queen of Swords is going to have their own thoughts and feelings about what you're trying to do. And I think you really need to just say, look, you've had your say-so. You no longer have your say-so. I've got to do me. I've got to do my own sort of action here. And you're probably going to be standing up to this Queen of Swords energy here. So that's going to be super exciting, I guess, for you, because maybe it's something that has been building up. Maybe you have been activated to stand up to this Queen of Swords. So what is the energy for Pisces going out of the month of September? I like this card right here. It is Transformation, Butterfly Spirit. What better card to resemble this message than that card itself? You're going to be making big strides into your transformation, Pisces. That's super exciting. You're going to be coming out of your shell, literally coming out of your shell that you've been cooped into and thinking that that's what you were limited to. And now you're going to be able to expand and grow into new life. New life, just like the spring. Spring brings new life and new opportunities. And that's just going to be how it is in the month of September. Even though September is the start of fall, you're going to be in that spring feeling. You're going to be like feeling like, man, I'm ready to take on this adventure and really take on this energy to, do the best for yourself. So that's super exciting. And I hope this message reaches you well. But now it's time to get into the Aries. I'm going to collect these cards here. All right, let's get into the Aries here. What energy is coming into the month of September for the Aries? What energy is Aries going to be in at the beginning of the month? We have letting go. Spirit Guardian of Autumn. Letting go. The fall, the autumn season is all about things starting to like wither away and to, prepare itself for the winter months, things like that. And really like shedding the waste that is happening in their life. So Aries, seems like there might be some energy of really releasing things that are kind of a waste to you. That is going to be the energy at the beginning of September. What things are very wasteful for you, that type of energy. That's what you're going to be having at the beginning of the month of September, is figuring out things that are wasteful for you, maybe wasteful of your time, wasteful of your energy, things that maybe you've outgrown. Maybe it's time to, let go of things that really don't fit you anymore. That can be said in a lot of different ways than one. But what is the major timeline happening here in the month of September for Aries? We have the Fool. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. The Two of Swords. The Knight of Wands. And the Empress card. Wow. This is a lot of good energy, except for this Two of Swords. What is this Two of Swords about? I do feel like there is just going to be a lot of maybe releasing of confliction, releasing of things that are counterproductive, you know, things that erase other things. So, like if you're starting to grow like new things in a flower bed, you're not going to reuse like soil that's been in there for 5 years. You know, you're going to want to try to replace that because that soil is not going to have the nutrients for that new stuff that you're trying to plant. So I feel like this is kind of like that same analogy here with your life, is that there's things that maybe you're trying to grow that is counterproductive to what you're trying to actually grow. So maybe that's what you're also going to be letting go of, is being able to release the things that is counterproductive in your life and allowing yourself to really focus more inwards on your passions and taking care of yourself and allowing yourself to have the right nutrients to move forward within new opportunities and new paths for yourself, and also making new connections. Maybe you're going to be making new connections in the month of September. So let's see, what is the overall energy of your emotions and your physical nature in the month of September? We have Nine of Wands, and then the Ace of Cups. So I feel like the physical is probably going to be more of the Nine of Wands type of energy, and then the emotions is going to be the Ace of Cups. And I really do feel like maybe your body is kind of telling you like you're not doing the right things. You are not allowing yourself to do the right things. And I think it's really time for you to open up to newer energies to help your body do the right things. And maybe you're going to be doing more things that are productive for you, more things that are fruitful for you, and you're going to be establishing a lot more healthier habits, I would say, as well with your physical, and really allowing your physical to be a bit more empowered, right? Maybe you are more into your emotions, or maybe you're more into your mind, and maybe you need to be more into your body. Maybe you need to be more into your physical and doing more things physical versus doing more things that are emotional or mental. So, what is coming into the life of Aries in the month of September? Okay. That was a surprise. I'm not going to take all these cards, but it does seem like there's going to be a lot of opportunities, Aries, for you. There's like at least 8 cards that came shooting out. Kind of like Uno attack. Jesus. Alright. Let's see. What's coming into Aries' life? We got the Hanged Man. Let's put it, actually. We got the Hanged Man. So, what's coming into your life is the act of stillness. You're going to be able to kind of associate with yourself as kind of like a fly on the wall in an aspect, where maybe you are going to see things from a different perspective that you need to see for situations or relationships, or maybe the things that you're trying to create. And I think you are going to be able to allow yourself to resonate with more. I feel like you're going to be able to resonate with more than what the surface level is all talking about. And I think you're just going to take a deep dive into things and allow yourself to really resonate with it. Maybe submerge yourself in it and soak it up like a sponge. And then you're going to have all the facts. You're going to have all the knowledge to know what the best choices are. What is leaving Aries' life in the month of September? Okay. We have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is leaving your life. Okay. I see that there is like a crow type of energy coming out of the bright light. And maybe it's not necessarily the meaning of the card itself, but maybe it's the imagery that shows here that there could be a lack of clarity. There could be a lack of understanding, or maybe there's a lack of you actually pursuing your inner truth. And I feel like maybe what's leaving is those dark elements, those dark shadows that cover up that white light that wants to come out. Maybe you are taking that transformation and allowing those darker elements or those darker vibrational energies to really be released, so that way you can unlock the potential of shining that light out of your inner truth and really pursuing that and taking more of a hold. Maybe you're going to be releasing more darker energies that don't really help you, maybe that are counterproductive. What is the biggest change going to happen in the month of September for Aries? All right, we got the Page of Swords. The biggest change for you is I feel like you're going to be more knowledgeable. You're going to be, soaking in more potential, more knowledge, whether that's about information that you've got going on around you. Maybe that's more information at a job. Maybe that's more information with what you're going to school for. I just feel like you're going to become more knowledgeable about something that is helpful for you, okay? And that is going to help propel you forward in your life to be more successful. I don't think this is something that's like a life lesson. It could be a life lesson for some of you, but I do feel like it's more so talking about the element of learning more for you to be more successful. So that's really interesting. There's just going to be a lot more knowledge coming your way. You're going to become smarter by the end of September, it seems like. So that's exciting. What do you need to be made aware of about the month of September? Let's see. You got the Magician and the Ten of Cups. All right. Letting go of these energies, letting go of the counterproductive energies, you need to be made aware of that this new moon that is coming up in September is going to be a huge moon for you to be able to manifest things that you are wanting for your abundance, for your emotional satisfaction. You need to figure out here in the month of September, after letting go of these counterproductive things, what is going to satisfy the Aries. And this is going to be a month that you need to manifest for that will help you get to that fulfillment energetically, emotionally, and really be fulfilled in those departments for yourself. And that's really exciting because you're knocking on the doorstep pretty much of your future. All right, what is the energy going out of the month of September for Aries? We have joy, hummingbird. You're going to be floating. You're going to be floating like the hummingbird with ease and pure joy and pure like beauty, pretty much is what this card is resembling here. You're just going to be in a really good energy of joy, and things are going to be a bit more fruitful. As you can see that this hummingbird, I want to say they eat pollen, right? Or nectar. Maybe it's nectar. Yeah, I think nectar is actually the right thing. But they are, receiving the good, healthy things for their life. And I think that's what you're going to be doing, is that at the end of the month, with letting go of everything that you don't need to have in your life that's counterproductive, you're going to be receiving a lot of good benefit from the things that actually do give you good health, that give you the pureness in your life that you need, and that is going to allow you to be more fruitful in your life and it's going to create a lot of joy. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and dive into the next one. We got Taurus coming up. All right. What is the energy going to be like at the beginning of September for the Taurus? What is the energy going to be like at the beginning of the month for Taurus? There we go. Ooh. Got the Enlightenment card, the Forest Temple. Okay. Okay. So at the beginning of the... Ooh, how's that getting? Okay. For the beginning of the month of September, it seems like you're walking into enlightenment. Maybe there is something that you've been asking answers for, Taurus, that you are going to be, walking into that thing that clicks, right? The thing that makes sense, the thing that gives you that answer. You're walking into the doors of your answers in the month of September. So there's a lot of answers that could potentially be coming at the beginning of the month of September, or a lot of good answers coming throughout the month of September. So let's see what the major timeline is going to be like for you in September. What is the major timeline going to be like? Got the Knight of Wands. Got the Seven of Cups. Got the Seven of Pentacles. All right. Got the Star. Yeah. Answers. And then we got the Ten of Swords. Okay. So, maybe you have been in this opportunity of like picking and choosing like what you want to do, actions that you want to take. Maybe you have different possibilities that you are creatively like wanting to express, or maybe you have different passions that you're not sure exactly which one to pursue. Maybe you're having a hard time of understanding what you want to go to school for, or maybe what your next career could be. But I do feel like there is going to be some answers. And I do feel like with the Ten of Swords, there is going to be a big dramatic change that happens within the month of September that really cuts off the dead weight that prevents you from growing. And I feel like that enlightenment is going to be showing you what that dead weight could potentially be for you. Maybe you do have too many opportunities. Maybe you do have too many things that you're thinking of. But I do feel like the air will be cleared of understanding and knowing what you need to do moving forward into the, years in advance for yourself, because you're going to know what you need to grow into. You're going to know what you need to be more passionate about. And you're going to be excited about this type of stuff. You're going to be excited to grow into these new endeavors, and you're going to be excited to actually be growing again. And I do feel like you're going to be in the element of growth as well. So there's just going to be a lot of good access for you in this month, September, to really spark something again, or really spark something to move forward with. So what is the overall energy of your emotional and physical in the month of September for Taurus? Here we got the Three of Cups. And then we got the Page of Wands. So, I just feel like there's just going to be a lot of good energy happening in the entire month of September for you, both emotionally and physically. I feel like there's just going to be a lot more good movement type of energy for you. I feel like you're going to be wanting to move. I feel like you're going to have the energy to move. You're going to just be in a good physical space for you to not feel like trapped or like pushed down. You're just going to be wanting to reach for the stars. You're going to actually like literally reach for the star on the tarot here. You're going to be wanting to reach for the stars. You're going to have a lot of good energy physically for you to do things that you need to do. And then with the Three of Cups, I just feel like emotionally you're going to feel embraced. You're going to feel the joy. You're going to feel welcomed into maybe this new endeavor that you're going to be taking on. And it's just going to be really exciting for you because you feel like you are welcomed into something. So, I mean, who doesn't want to feel resonated with or welcomed or understood? You know, like that's just going to be the energy emotionally that you're going to feel. But what is coming into Taurus's life in the month of September? We have Nine of Wands. I really think that this isn't necessarily that bad for you, Taurus. I think that the energy that is coming up here is that you are going to be giving more time to like think for yourself. Given more time to maybe take breaks or maybe take the opportunity to listen to yourself and really ask yourself questions. I feel like you're going to be able to communicate with yourself a bit more, really overcome things that maybe you have dealt with in the past, or maybe things that have troubled you in the past. And I just feel like there's just going to be a lot more opportunity for just like the stillness aspect of being able to just like, wait a minute. Let's stop for a second. Let's hold the phone. Let's just be more engaged with this energy. And I think it's going to pay off for you. Honestly do. I think that's something that will be greatly incorporated into your life, to just be able to be still and think. All right. What is leaving Taurus's life in the month of September? We have the Empress. What is leaving Taurus's life in the month of September? The Empress. Wow, this one has kind of like stumbled me. Not exactly sure what this means. The Empress. What is leaving Taurus's life as the Empress? So, maybe it's just the type of routine or the type of energy in your life that maybe you have been dealing with here recently, of kind of just being more present with yourself, being more in the energy of kind of like, you know, holding your own hand in a way, and really just taking care of those energies and kind of like sweet talking you or baby talking you. Maybe the kid gloves are off, you know. Maybe you are not going to be handling yourself in a way that you have in the past, and maybe the sense of delicacy is going to be leaving your life. That's all I can really resonate with in that aspect of the Empress. But if you resonate with something, then go for it. If you feel like that's something that you have an opinion on, by all means. All right. What is the biggest change happening in Taurus's life in the month of September? All right. We got the Eight of Pentacles. The biggest change is the Eight of Pentacles. I do feel like you are going to be, more inclined to work. Maybe you are going to be hustling a bit more. Maybe you are going to be, focused on your work, because that is what's giving you this entertainment aspect. That is what's going to give you this fruitful energy of satisfaction. Maybe you are not going to be, reaching out to other directions for satisfaction. Maybe this type of work is going to be your satisfaction. So I really do feel like the Eight of Pentacles of just working more, or, paying attention more during work is going to be what's, the biggest change in your life. But let's see what you need to be made aware of in the month of September for Taurus. We have the Three of Swords coming out in reverse, and we have The Page of Swords also coming out. So what you need to be made aware of is those darker times that you have been through, those darker energies that you've had to put up with, might slowly start to fade away. And I think those darker energies is something that you need to allow yourself to learn from and allow yourself to really sit with and understand a bit more and be more like relatable to that, right? And not allow that to happen again. Or if you start seeing it happen again, maybe you stand up for yourself and you like have a really nice talk with yourself. I think you just need to be made aware of that, of not allowing things to repeat itself in a dark way that could really trap you into an energy that you don't need to necessarily be in. And I think that's really what it's talking about here for you, Taurus, is things are starting to work in your favor. Things are starting to really come out of you and be released, okay? You're releasing these energies. But what is the energy going to be like towards the end of September for you, Taurus? We have the Water Spirit, Manifesting Dreams. What a beautiful card. Manifesting Dreams. Okay. So, this is something else that I feel like kind of goes along with the Aries reading that I did, is that maybe the month of September is going to be a great month for you to manifest on the new moon, and that you will be, you know, super like in a good energy of moving closer to what you were either manifesting or what you were dreaming of in that aspect. And a lot of good accomplishments I feel like are going to be happening towards the end of September that I think you're going to be really proud of. And I think you're going to be really excited to get towards. So the end of September looks to be really, really positive for you, Taurus. And I think there's just going to be a lot of good payoff at the end of the month for you. So with that being said, we're going into the Gemini. So let's collect these cards really quick and see what we can figure out about the Gemini. All right. What is the energy going into the month of September for Gemini? Hello, Geminis. Welcome in. What is the energy going into the month of September? Flow. Never-ending flow. What does that say? Meandering pathway. Okay, so there's a white light at the end of the torch of what looks to be like a wizard. So, maybe for the Gemini, you are going to be activating the white light towards your torch. Maybe you're going to have a flow of energy of white light coming into your life that allows you to be amplified into an awakening of sorts. It really does feel like this could be a potential awakening for you in the month of September of like, what do you need to be awakened of, you know? And confirmation here, the King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. I just feel like you're tapping into something. You're tapping into communication. Maybe you are tapping into some sort of spiritualness of yourself. Maybe it's a spiritual awakening that you are going to be finding some sort of, you know, connection with your abilities or your gifts to really put them into motion and really just kind of activate them. You're like, man, I've felt like I've had these gifts for a while, but I've never really been able to use them. So now maybe you are going to be in a flow of using them more. Can Geminis use their potential more in the month of September? What is the major timeline going to be like for the month of September for Geminis? All right, we got the Ace of Wands. Yep. Knight of Wands in reverse. That's kind of puzzling to me. Then we got the Tower. Got the Queen of Wands. Hello. And then we got the Three of Wands. So yeah, just like with any sort of awakening, I kind of feel like it comes off of like a tail end of something that wasn't like good for you. You know, like for me, for example, whenever I awakened into my spirituality and when I awakened into reading tarot came off the tail end of a horrific breakup of mine, and maybe this is something that you're going to have to be going through in the month of September that really gives you that passion. Maybe you don't necessarily have the passion to actually activate. And I just realized that all these cards except for the Tower is Wands card, and so is the Flow card. They also have a staff/wand as well. So maybe this Tower movement that happens, this awakening of sorts, really takes you off the course of, not being motivated or not being passionate about using your gifts, and really like amplifies the activation of wanting to use your gifts. How can you use your gifts? And I feel like you kind of take control of that. You really have that ability to use your gifts in some sort of way, and you really like sit with yourself, and you kind of look yourself in the mirror and be like, wait, I have done that before. I can do that again. And I really want to maybe put it out there. And you're going to get closer into actually wanting to do more of that kind of stuff. You're going to maybe set out some sort of wishes, or maybe some wishes that, have been asked of before are starting to come into the month of September. Maybe you are receiving something here. Maybe you're receiving some information to be able to pursue certain things. And I really do think that you're just going to be activating this sort of enriched feeling of taking responsibility of your abilities and doing more with them, and being able to actually showcase them. What are your abilities? What are you capable of doing? Some sort of awakening here for you. All right, what is the overall energy of the emotional and physical for the Gemini? We have the Hanged Man. Then we have the Six of Wands. Yeah, so I feel like there's just going to be a lot more time to be had for you. For some reason here in the month of September, I think that you're going to be kind of more isolated into your own energy emotionally, and you're going to be relying on yourself to be emotionally fulfilled. So taking advantage of that, and I really do think that you're going to be putting that into your physical nature and really executing more on that by doing more things for yourself with the time that you have. And I think that's going to enrich your emotional fulfillment. You're going to enrich your independency instead of having some sort of codependency, if you do have that. And I do think that you are going to be able to amplify more things with your time. I just feel like you're going to be more comfortable with being in your own bubble, I guess you could say, and doing more things to enrich your own fulfillment. How can you fulfill your own self? That's what's going to be coming out here in the month of September for you. What is coming into what is coming into the Gemini's life in the month of September? We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So you're going to have options. You're going to have the act of instability. You're going to be taking maybe this leap of faith. You're going to be taking action that you're really uncertain about, of maybe like trial and error type energies. Maybe you've had ideas about doing something, but maybe it's best to try some new ideas. Maybe if you don't think one thing is working, maybe it's best to try something else. I do feel like you're going to have the options to really try things here. And you're going to be on this rickety-rockety edge of should you do it or should you not do it? But I really do think that the white light is pulling you in the direction of for you to do it. Allow yourself to show yourself. All right. Who or what is leaving Gemini's life in September? We have the Devil. Maybe there is some subconscious thoughts of yourself. Maybe there is some poor tendencies of yourself that really limit yourself to maybe having this Two of Pentacles energy, maybe it really limits you from not having this Knight of Wands energy, this passion that you're supposed to have about this type of stuff. Maybe there's just some things that limit you or keep you held back that is within your shadow aspect that you have to release. And I think you might be releasing that here in the month of September. And it's going to pay off for you in quite good ways. You know, like these are things that maybe you've had the opportunity in the past to deal with, but you decided not to. And I think it's like showing back up that you need to do this. You need to actually activate this subconscious and release these thoughts, release these demons that keep you held back, keep you, submerged underwater, because I do think that this picture is the devil underwater, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So like, what's keeping you held down in the water, feeling like you're suffocating, and release those type of tendencies. All right, what is the biggest change happening in the month of September for Gemini? We have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, you're going to be walking away from something. Maybe it's a sense of your former self. Maybe you're walking away from the old ways of doing things. Maybe you're walking away from certain things that do hold you back, So I think that is going to be the biggest change for you, is walking away from things that don't serve you, that hold you back, and maybe even a past version of yourself. Those limited beliefs. Maybe you're walking away from limited beliefs. What do you need to be made aware of for the month of September? We have the Moon and the Two of Cups. Getting messy. Okay. The Moon and the Two of Cups is talking about here that maybe there needs to be a stronger connection between you, your higher self, maybe you, your spiritualness, or maybe you and, your shadow aspect as well, because the Moon comes out here. Maybe you're not entwined with your shadow aspect enough. Maybe you need to be. Maybe you need to understand your shadow aspect that could be, keeping your light and love type of energy down. Maybe it's submersing it. Maybe it's holding it down. Maybe it's holding it back from really doing what your light and love side of yourself really wants to do. And maybe addressing your shadow aspect and having a better relationship with that. That's what you need to be made aware of. Be more involved with your shadow. Your shadow isn't scary. Your shadow needs to be dealt with. And I think you dealing with your shadow could potentially be that awakening moment for you. All right. What is the energy on the tail end of September for Gemini? What will their energy be like at the end of September? We have gratitude. Gratitude with a fairy, with rain coming down. I just feel like, and what's funny is it says it's a bluebell fairy. Okay. I guess that's significant for some reason. I'm sure it probably says in the book the reason why it's significant. But gratitude, I mean, there's a lot of things about gratitude that we have got to pay our respects to. And I think that you will be in a better energy to be thankful about the things that you have went through in the month of September. And you're just going to be elevated into the overall energy of needing to be thankful, right? You're going to be blessed with certain things that really help you. And you're going to go through things that maybe you were afraid to go through, that you needed to have gone through, and that you will prevail, and that you will be super happy that you finally did go through these things. And you're just going to be receiving the shower of abundance from that, because you're going to have opportunities available to you that maybe you never had before. So I really do think that this is something that you are going to be happy with by the end of the month, even if it's hard things that you have gone through. I think it will pay off in the end for you. So that's what I have for you, Geminis. Let's go ahead and pull these cards together. All right, so the next one is Cancer, the next zodiac. Let's see what the energy is going to be like at the beginning of the month for Cancers. Welcome in, Cancers. All right, we have protection, guardians of the land. Okay, really interesting card. So for Cancers, I feel like, you know, there definitely is some sort of element of guardianship here for you. Whether that could be the land that you're on, or whether that could be, you know, animals that are around you, or maybe ancestors or angels, things of like that. I just feel like you are in this protection mode, and I almost want to say that the reason why you're in this protection mode is because, like, maybe you're going through things that maybe you either signed up for, or maybe you're going through things that you are able to kind of like experiment with at this point in time, and that you don't really have anything to worry about, that you are able to kind of just do the things that you feel called to do, and that things will be okay. Like you have this window here of opportunity that you're going to be okay, and that you don't need to stress about literally anything. So, okay. Just like the Aries, it seems like Cancers, you have a lot of information wanted to be communicated to you about. So what is the major timeline going to be like for Cancers in the month of September? We have the Page of Swords. We have the Sun. We have Temperance. We have the Nine of Wands. And we have the Chariot. So yeah, I feel like there's a time of stillness here. There's a time of energy of you kind of removing, you know, blockages, removing things that don't help you. I feel like you have this window here, like I said, to be able to experiment with things, or be able to really kind of like take advantage of, or, you know, work on. Maybe you are trying to maybe you're trying to experiment with things. Maybe you're trying to, I don't know, just like elevate yourself in a way. And I feel like you just need to heal, to grow, to bloom into something here, and allow yourself to have the opportunity to learn more about yourself or the time that you're going through. And on the tail end of that, that's when things pick up. That's when things get better. That's when things move along to the pace that you want it to move along to. And you're going to be okay. You're going to be in a good energy overall, I feel like, in this month, and that things will pay off for you. I really do. So what is the overall energy for the emotional and the physical side of you in the month of September? We have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Five of Swords. So, with the physical, we got the Knight of Pentacles. With the emotional, we got the Five of Swords. I just feel like you are going to be making efforts, you know, to address, you know, these past emotions that you've dealt with, these past stresses, these past confusing thoughts, these past energies that didn't really resonate with you or make any sense. And I feel like you're, walking the path to clear up these things. You're walking the path to really make an effort to do better for yourself. And I really do think that there are some things that you have learned that you're going to be able to implement in this month to really take strides and, like I said, making those efforts to do better or to heal. So I do think that this is going to be a great opportunity for this month for you to do some healing work, and you're going to be protected in this element of healing. Who or what is coming back or coming into Cancer's life here in the month of September? We have the Nine of Cups. Okay. The Nine of Cups is coming into Cancer's life in the month of September. So, to me, that shows like happiness, victory, success, opportunity, reaping abundance in a way. I just feel like you are going to have an ultimate prevail of some sort of certain energy that maybe you have been hoping for or been wanting so badly. And I just feel like this is an energy that is finally coming to fruition for you in the month of September, and that you're going to be super excited about. So that is really, really awesome. And then what is leaving? Who or what is leaving Cancer's life in the month of September? We have the Four of Pentacles leaving your life. Maybe things that you have, really desired, really things that you have kind of like held close to you of like, this is what I want, this is what I am like fighting for, is not remaining the same. I think it might actually be becoming much bigger than that. And I think you are going to be allowing yourself to evolve. So I think that's why it is being let go, is that you're going to allow yourself to evolve. So that is going to be what is leaving. What is going to be the biggest change in the month of September for Cancer? We have the Four of Swords. The biggest change is allowing yourself to rest more. Allowing yourself to kind of just be reserved and be okay with resting and being able to recover your energy, being able to do more for yourself by recovering your energy. And I think that might be coming on the tail end of this Nine of Cups that you're going to be receiving, is that maybe with that type of success, you're going to be like, okay, like I need to like recover. Or it could also be coming off the tail end of the healing as well, just being able to recover your energy and being able to come back to full strength, things like that. But that is going to be the biggest change, having the time to heal. Having the time to heal, recover, and possess your energy back again. What do you need to be made aware of, Cancer? What do you need to be made aware of in the month of September? Here we got the Queen of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Right. Queen of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Queen of Swords in this imagery is kind of like still and comfortable and meditative in a way. And I think that might be kind of like what you need to do to your own like divine feminine energy. Maybe you need to, instead of having your divine feminine be more aggressive, maybe your divine feminine needs to be more still, balanced, passionate, being able to be more calm and concerned, maybe more evolved into the Queen of Cups type of energy or the Queen of Pentacles type of energy, where they're more into that divine feminine energy and allow it to be represented in that way. But I think having your Queen of Swords be a little less strict and a little less aggressive will be very beneficial for you in the month of September, allowing your Queen to be free-flowing and to have the freedom to free flow and more balanced and harmonized in that type of energy. But what is the energy that you're going to be leaving the month of September with? What is that going to be? We have success, secret spring. You're going to tap into something, like I said, that you're unknowingly going to find. You're unknowingly going to find some sort of Nine of Cups type of energy, some sort of success, some sort of energy that prevails you to leaving the Four of Pentacles, leaving the energy of the past, leaving the energy of things that you've always fought for, and you're just going to have some sort of good success come your way here in the month of September. So that's really exciting. And I do feel like you have a lot of good energy, protective energy, fairies, angels, ancestors, animals, things like that. You have a lot of good energy around you that is going to help you prevail. It really is. That's what I have for you, Cancers. Let's go ahead and collect these cards. And then we have Leos up next. Welcome in, Leos. All right, let's go ahead and shuffle these bad boys up. What is the energy going to be like at the beginning of the month for Leo? All right. You have love. Wild Rose Fairy. Well, interesting. Okay. You know, if I was to go back and, remember Leo's energies from the past zodiac sign readings I've done recently on my streams and things like that, I remember Leo's having a really hard time with letting go of certain energies. And I think it all had to do with relationships and connections that they had love with, or love had ran out, or maybe they've dealt with bad breakups and things like that. But it seems like there's a really good energy of love coming at the beginning of the month of September for you, Leos. And I really do feel like love is trying to find its way into your heart. Whether that be through somebody, or whether that be through yourself, or whether that be through other energies trying to show you love. I just feel like love is trying to enter your heart at the beginning of the month of September. So what is the major timeline going to be like for Leos in the month of September? Right. Got the High Priestess. Got the Ace of Swords. Got the Eight of Wands. Got the Chariot. Okay, buddy. And we got the Sun. Wow. I feel like there's going to be someone that you come across in the month of September that you really, really resonate with, that you really, really connect with, and have, this mental clarity of the aspect of, having chemistry, really having chemistry to really like understand one another and really show the exact same efforts that someone else would. And I think in the month of September, you're going to just click with somebody, and things are going to start to go fast, and things are going to start to be exciting. I do, however, want to just say, take your time, slow down, that kind of nature. But I do feel like things are going to pick up for you, that maybe you come from a place of stillness, not having this, and then all of a sudden you have this. It just lands in your lap for some reason. And I kind of feel like with this fairy here, this fairy is kind of just like floating through the sky, and then all of a sudden they just land in your lap. And I kind of feel like that's maybe Cupid in a way, like Cupid may have shot an arrow that hit somebody, and that person just went flying like in an action movie and just landed right in your lap. And I just feel like that's what it's going to be about for you, is that there's just somebody here that you instantly connect with and resonate with, and are very, very fortunate to find this person. So it's going to be exciting for you. But what is the overall energy and the emotions and the physical for you, Leos. What is the energy of the emotions and the physical for Leos? We have Four of Cups. And we have the Justice card. So, with the physical, I kind of feel like you are thinking in your body, your soul, you're just like, man, like, I really don't want to go through any past struggles. But on the emotional side of it, you are kind of like comforted, and you are supposed to know that this person is, your justice. This person is your justice card. They are somebody that takes away all of that neglect in the past. They take away all that unfairness that you've had in the past, and they really show up for you. Really do. But I don't think you have to really worry about anything. Don't. I think things are supposed to start happening for you in the good light, and that a lot of your past energy is being released. What is coming into Leo's life in the month of September? We already know that, but the Cups. Really strong connection, really strong fulfillment, really strong happiness, really strong efforts. A lot of good energy coming to you in the month of September. A lot of prosperity, a lot of abundance, a lot of playfulness, a lot of happiness, a lot of comfort, things like that. And it could be coming with this connection. Who or what is leaving Leo's life in September? We have the Hermit in reverse. Okay. Maybe the isolation that you've had, maybe the energy of kind of being alone is the energy that is leaving your life in September. You're not going to be alone. You're not going to be in this hermit mode. You're going to be the exact opposite. You're going to be the action of the Leo, being more spontaneous, being more aggressive, being more adventurous, being more into, your own traditional element of such. I do feel like you're going to be uncaged, I guess you could say, in a way, because you are the lion, you are Leo the lion, and you're going to be uncaged. So I feel like that's what's going to be leaving your life, is the cage that has trapped you into this bubble of sulking into energies that you don't need to sulk into anymore. What is the biggest change going to be happening in Leo's life? We have the Page of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be opening up to newer opportunities. You're going to be opening up to newer people, newer changes in your life. Maybe there's going to be some sort of, heart awakening in a such where you're just going to not be so guarded and not be so protective. You're actually going to allow things to come in, and you're going to allow yourself to expel things out into the world as well. So maybe you're also going to be opening up to the idea of showing your love. So that's going to be really exciting. And then also what you need to be made aware of in the month of September. What does Leos need to be made aware of? Have the Knight of Wands. We have the Page of Swords. Interesting. Okay, what you need to be made aware of is to kind of understand, like what you've been through in the past, right? Don't let things kind of like flip off like a switch. Don't be like, okay, that happened in the past, that I'm disconnected from that. I'm no longer going to think about that anymore. I think you need to still be mindful of your past and allow yourself to be the person that has been created from your past, and don't get too free. Don't get too expressive. Don't get too willy-nilly. Like I said at the beginning of this reading is, my advice is for you to slow down. So don't be super aggressive to a point where you're careless, okay? And I think what you need to be made aware of is don't be careless. Allow yourself to understand what has happened in the past and learn from those things and treat your future with what you have learned. Just be very, very mindful. All right, what is the energy of Leo on the tail end of September? What is the energy going to be like for Leo in the ending of September? We have generosity, the maple spirit, and honestly, those leaves are red, I believe. So I really do think that you are going to be in a very good state of being with your heart space. You're going to be in a good state of being for, this next potential relationship that's coming into your life. I just feel like it's going to be a very great connecting one, and that you're going to be able to feel a lot of good things in your life. You're going to be able to feel those things that really just like amplifies that good feeling, right? I just feel like that's something that maybe you've not been able to do recently, is just be able to feel things. And I don't know. That's just the big thing that's coming out to me right now, is just that you're going to be able to feel again. So feeling this generosity, that's going to be exciting for you, Leo. All right, let's go ahead and pull these cards. That's the Leo reading for the month of September. These cards shuffled really quick. What is the month of September going to be like for Virgos? Some of your birthdays are coming up, Virgos. All right, what is the energy going to be like at the beginning of the month for Virgos? What is energy going to be like at the beginning of the month for Virgos? We have Wolf Spirit Family. All right, so there's just going to be a lot of good connections at the beginning of your month. I feel like you're going to have maybe a lot of good family activity that could be revolving around your birthday, That could also be taking family trips. That could also be finding your spiritual family. Maybe you were looking for your tribe, your spiritual tribe in a way, and maybe you find them here in the beginning month of September. So that's super exciting. But I just feel like you're going to be mostly kind of in communication or finding like your people. Like, I just feel like you are going to be around like-minded people. I think that's the main gist that I'm feeling here. You're going to be enjoying that. You're going to really enjoy that type of energy because that's what you long for. That's what you want. Being around like-minded people. All right, what is the major timeline going to be like for the month of September for Virgos? Got the Wheel of Fortune. Got the Devil. Got the Five of Swords. Page of Cups. And the Two of Cups. Yeah, kind of feel like you can't have... No offense to the Virgos, but I'm sure you know. I feel like you can't really have like a Virgo reading without the Five of Swords or like some sort of anxiety card or something like that. But I do feel like it's a matter of time that you let go of a lot of your past, let go of a lot of the things that have been struggles to you, because I do feel like there's a lot of connections that are coming into your life that are going to need more of an openness to. Letting go of your guard, letting go of the opportunity of, being closed off. Because I don't think that you can no longer do that. I think these are your people. I think you're finding your people. I think it's time for you to feel completed. I think you are going to feel complete. You're going to feel whole within this month of September. because it's all a matter of time, and the timing for some reason has lined up around your birthday, around this time. I don't know if you've just been making like some sort of progressions towards, certain things, and this is the time that it gets amplified, that you find these people. But I mean, it could just be one person, but I do feel like you are just going to be, whole. You're going to feel, this really, really good energy that you don't need to be closed off to. You don't need to be scared. You don't need to be worried. It's just the timing aspect. It was all a matter of time. The things that you've been wanting is coming to you. It's knocking at your doorstep, and you just need to allow yourself to let it in and not be scared of it. It's going to be okay. So what is the overall energy of the emotion and the physical of Virgos in the month of September? All right, we got the Four of Swords, and then we got the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like, you're going to be reserved, you're going to be resting, but I feel like a lot of that is more so like relieved, because I feel like I see you kind of like nestled up into your bed, like this position here of this card, and you're just going to be like, man, like that's really happening in my life right now. That's really exciting. And I just feel like that's your emotional energy, is you're just going to be relieved, and you're going to be open, and you're going to be excited, and you're going to be wanting to do more things. You're going to be excited for new opportunities. And I feel like within your physical nature that you are going to be taking on new opportunities, whether that's going out with friends or going out on dates, or, just being able to be around these like-minded people that maybe you've never had the opportunity of doing that before. And I think that's going to be really exciting for you here in the month of September. But let's see who is coming into Virgo's life in the month of September. Who or what is coming into Virgo's life? All right, we got this King of Swords. So there's going to be this divine masculine type of energy coming into your life that I feel like has a way of words, has a way of communication, is very intellectual, very like-minded to you. I feel like you are an intellectual person as well, Virgos, that you are, wanting to wrap yourself around someone like this. You want to be in company of this person. And I feel like this person is part of that wolf family that's listed here in the Oracle card. And I really do think that you're going to be, excited for this opportunity to meet this person. And that this person is not someone to feel threatened by, not someone to be worried about. And you should allow this person to be someone that, makes your life better. So who or what is leaving Virgo's life in the month of September? We have Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I just feel like this is the energy of not having that wolf spirit family, not having that camaraderie or that like-minded individuals around you. You're going to be, leaving that behind. You're going to be like, man, who was that person last month? Who was that person these past few months or these past few years? Like, I don't know that person. This person that I am now is not that person anymore. You're letting go of that shell. You're letting go of that past. You're letting go of that hurt. And you're walking into the light of finding these new like-minded individuals, or this next potential partnership maybe for you as well. And yeah, let's see. What is the biggest change that's going to happen in the month of September for Virgos? We have the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like there's just going to be a lot of good, motivation for you to want to do more. You're going to have more motivation to work harder, or to sharpen your skills, or to, work for the things that you're wanting to pursue now, because you're going to have this extra motivation. You're going to have this this extra reassurance in your corner to push you in the direction that you are actually wanting to go. So you're going to, be able to become a workaholic, I feel like, in this month of September as well, because you're just going to have this increased motivation to want to do more for yourself and achieve more of your goals because you have more things relying on you. So, what do you need to be made aware of in the month of September? What does Virgo need to be made aware of? We got the Sun, and we got the Three of Wands. Like I said, with the Wheel of Fortune coming out, it was all a matter of time. And the timing has, I feel like, matched up perfectly with things in your life right now. You needed this the most. You really, really needed this the most. And it is coming into your life at the right point. And I think this is probably like a testament to your spirit team, right? And I think you have to give respect and more like thanks, or more like respect, I guess you could say, to your spirit team, and be like, okay, I see what you're working with now. I see what you're like. All things are going to be making sense, and it's going to be clear to you of why it had to be now, why it had to be this timing. And you're going to see the brighter side of the story instead of seeing the darker, gloomier side. And you're just going to be receiving a lot of that good energy. You're going to be receiving a lot of understanding as well, and just a lot of good success. So that's really exciting for you. But what is the energy going to be like towards the tail end of the month of September for Virgos? We have gratitude, Bluebell Fairy. Yeah, like I said, you're going to be at the tail end of the month thanking your spirit team, thanking your fairies, thanking whoever you work with. Like, I see what you're working with now. I understand. And it makes a lot of sense to me. And being grateful for these opportunities and grateful for these things will really showcase to you, like what you need in life, or how things are going to get better for your life. So just be thankful and be in the state of gratitude, and everything's going to be like a sigh of relief. You're going to be, like I said, for, I think it was Gemini's with the Bluebell Fairy, you're just going to have an abundance raining down on you and a lot of good opportunities coming your way. So that's really exciting. That's what I got for you, Virgos. Go ahead and collect these cards and get into the next one. All right. Go ahead and get into Libra. What is going to be the energy going into the month of September for Libra? Okay, we got activation. All right, Spirit Guardian of the Spring. Interesting. So something here is going to be activated in the month of September for you. I feel like there's going to be a lot of things to start growing for you, to start blooming, to start coming into fruition. Things that are really going to be kind of monumental. A big change, I feel like, is happening here for Libras in the month of September. Big change, I feel like. But let's see, what is the major timeline going to be like here in the month of September? Can't take half the deck on this question here. All right. For some reason, I thought I saw that it had two cards there, but it didn't, actually. So we got 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, the Star, and the Death and Rebirth. Okay. So I feel like whatever this activation is something that really cannot be rushed. Okay, this is something that has to take patience. This is something that's going to appear into your life, but I feel like there's some things that you are going to have to move out of or move away from to really give room for that growth. It's almost like, yes, things are going to be activated, but it's almost like you're going to have to pay for it. It's almost like you're going to have to give an offering of some sort for this thing to come into fruition for you. Maybe even like, like if you want to buy a gumball out of a gumball machine, you got to pay a quarter, right? It's almost the equivalent to that. It's not going to be like you actually paying money for it, but it almost seems like you have to give some sort of offering. And that offering could be something that maybe you covet. Maybe it's something that you really enjoy that you've got to let go of. And I feel like that might be something that could be the death and rebirth of maybe like a bad habit, or maybe a bad tendency, or maybe something that you kind of bank on, or something that, like I said, you just really enjoy that might be something that you let go of, and that you realize that's standing in the way of what you are actually wishing for and what you actually want to come into your life and to be activated. So there's also going to be a lot of rest. Like I said, there's going to be patience here, or there has to be patience here. I feel like you're going to be resting a lot more as well. And that really, really makes sense for you, Libras. Let's see, what is the overall energy of your emotion and physical of the month of September? We have the Hanged Man. Then we have the Six of Wands. Okay. Like I said, it's going to take patience. It's going to be redirecting a lot of your attention to yourself, and kind of like understanding what it is that you need to let go of for this activation to actually happen. So with your emotions, I just feel like you're just going to have to be really, really patient. And with your physical, I just feel like you're going to have to be really still and like understanding and reevaluating, and kind of just like saving up your energy for, the activation itself. So what is coming into, or who or what is coming into Libra's life here in the month of September? We have the moon. Maybe the moon itself is the thing that's going to be activating, certain things in the month for you. Maybe the full moon itself is actually going to be around the time period that you might actually feel this activation. Because I think it's a manifestation that comes to completion, and it comes around the full moon. So that might be something that you are manifesting for, and up into the full moon is whenever you're trying to rework some inner beings to make room for this activation or this manifestation to come into light. Who or what is leaving Libra's life? Who or what is leaving is the Page of Pentacles. So, Page of Pentacles, is all about balance and harmony and groundedness, things like that. So maybe there is going to be a removal of, doing too much of a certain energy, right? Like you can do a bit too much of, staying balanced or staying in harmony, things like that, because it leaves you in a room to like not being opportunistic or not being advantageous enough, or you kind of want to be more into that range of kind of free flow. If you need to be in harmony, if you need to be in peace, if you need to be in balance, then do it. If there is a time for you to do something that you're coming out of your comfort zone from, then do that too. Sometimes you got to have a mixture of both. Sometimes you're going to have like that free flow and energy. And maybe, you know, releasing this type of energy of doing this too much allows you to activate that free flowing energy to be able to, you know, do more for yourself when it's the right time to do certain things. So what is the biggest change going to be happening in Libra's life in September? We have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this is kind of like a contractual thing here for you, where it's like the right timing is the bread and butter of the story here. Is like, this is something that you were contracted to do, and you're finally pursuing it, and you're going to be on the up and up of this energy. So whatever the activation is coming in at the right time. It's going to be making the biggest change for you, because you're going to start being more aware of certain things, and that's going to be exciting for you. What do you need to be made aware of, though? That's the next question. What does Libra need to be made aware of in the month of September? We have the Five of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. So things are going to be trial and error. Things are going to take time. Things are going to be in a growing phase for you. It's not like you're immediately going to have something and be okay with having that. You're still going to have to work for it. You're still going to have to reach for these opportunities. You're still going to have to find it within yourself to be motivated, to actually want to do it, to actually be encouraged to do it. And it's going to take time. It's going to take time to build up. It's going to take time to evolve. And it's going to be trial and error. So allow yourself to understand that, and that you can still be able to work for it and be okay with working for it. And it's not going to be completely out of reach. You just gotta fight for it a little bit more. You gotta actually want it. You gotta show that you want it. And then that's when the success comes in, when you show that you actually want it. So that's going to be really exciting. And then let's see, what is the energy going to be like towards the end of the month for Libras? We have prosperity, bee spirit. So things are being pollinated, things are growing, things are shaping up to being nice and beautiful for you. And hard work pays off. So if you're willing to put in the work, you're going to have that prosperous energy at the end of the month. So put in the work to really understand your body, put in the work to really understand your emotions, put in the work to really understand your shadow, and really understanding what you need to release, and allow this activation to happen, and to actually work for what it is that you want. And if you work for what it is you want, you can be successful at it. You can be prosperous, and that's really, really exciting. So let's go ahead and pull these cards together. All right, what is the energy going to be like for Scorpio at the beginning of the month? Welcome in, Scorpios. So glad to have you here. What is Scorpio's energy going to be like at the beginning of September? What is the energy going to be like at the beginning of September? We got joy. Okay. The hummingbird spirit, joy. So that is a very fruitful type of energy. The hummingbird, you know, consumes nectar. So very good, rich type of fuel or food or resource for the hummingbird. And that's going to be like you, right? You're going to be around a lot of nice, fruitful things at the beginning of the month. And that's going to create joy. It's going to create happiness. You're going to have that energy of joy. So what is the major timeline going to be like for the month of September for Scorpio? We got the Six of Swords. Got the Nine of Swords. Got the Ace of Swords. We get another sword. Oh, we get the Ten of Pentacles. And we got the Hanged Man. I kind of feel like there's going to be some sort of awakening for you, Scorpios, where you are going to kind of see more of what you really, really want. And I think that maybe there's been some past stresses, some past anxieties of things that you have been fighting for. But the reason why you've been going through that is because maybe you've not really actually seen what it is that you should be fighting for. And I think within the month of September, you're going to kind of be showcased. You're going to kind of be going through lessons that allow you to see more of what it is that you need to be fighting for. And that's going to be really exciting for you because you get to experience more. You get to open up more to your greatest potential. And I feel like you're going to be walking more within your truth and within what your goals should be for you. And that's going to be exciting for you. All right. What is the overall energy for the emotional and physical nature of Scorpio? Right. 2 cards came out. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Wands. So for the emotional, that more into the frame here. For the emotional, like I said, we have the 7 of Pentacles, and I just feel like you're going to be kind of more satisfied with seeing more growth, seeing more success. Like I said, you're going to be around a lot more fruitful energy coming into your life at the beginning of the month with the Joy card. And I think that is going to be emotionally satisfying for you. That's going to show you more growth, more success, and it's going to mean a lot to you. You want that. Even if it's very minimal, you want to see some sort of growth, and I think you will be seeing that, so you'll be emotionally satisfied there. And with the 10 of Wands, we have in your physical nature, I just feel like it's going to maybe give you a sigh of relief. It's going to show you that all the things that you've put yourself through, all the things that you've been working for tirelessly has somewhat paid off for you or is starting to pay off for you. And I think that's going to be a sense of release for you physically. Who or what is coming in to Scorpio's life in the month of September? We have the Queen of Swords. Interesting. Queen of Swords. So maybe there is going to be your divine feminine energy leading the way for you, leading the way of your creative ventures or your venture in your life entirely, of what it is that you're fighting for or what it is that you are trying to pursue as your goals. Maybe your Queen of Swords is going to be the triumphant leader leading you into battle, but it's going to be more in the divine feminine essence instead of maybe your divine masculine essence. That's what I'm kind of feeling here. Who or what is leaving Scorpio's life here? We have 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups is, all these options that maybe fill your brain that give you, some sort of path that you could potentially take that maybe you have enlightened yourself with. Maybe you thought that's what you should go after. And I think realistically, this is showcasing that some of these options are going to go away. I feel like a lot of the cloudiness maybe of your choices and your decisions are going to go away. And you're going to have more clear thoughts. You're going to have more clear focus. And you're going to be able to make more punctual choices in your life to shape you up into, more success as well. What is going to be the biggest change in the month of September for Scorpio? Going to be the 3 of Cups. Yeah, there's just going to be a lot more fruitfulness. There's going to be a lot more happiness, more joy, more, heart-filled energies that are going to be activated within your work, within your efforts, within your life. And that's just going to be the biggest change for you, is to really implement this connection, really implement feeling connected with not just yourself, but with the universe that surrounds you. And I feel like that's going to be the biggest change and going to be the biggest help for you as well in the month of September, is just to be able to feel connected and feel this happiness and this love and this beauty. So what does Scorpio need to be made aware of for the month of September? We have the Hierophant, and we have the Five of Pentacles. So, to me, I kind of feel like with this combination that you are going to find your calling, maybe, of some sort. You're going to find your calling, and this is what you need to be made aware of, is that all this effort, all this anxiety, all this lack, all this depression and lower vibrational feeling is leading you to your truest potential, leading you to your calling, leading you to the opportunity of success. And I think that you really need to realize that it's not all for nothing. You're not wasting your life away. You're not wasting your time. It's not all for nothing. It is building itself up to something greater than you will ever realize until you actually get there. So allow yourself to actually get there before you actually judge it. So don't judge it right now, judge it later. What is the energy going to be like towards the end of the month for Scorpio? Got the Phoenix transmutation. Like I said, it's not all going to be for nothing. The Five of Pentacles energy that you've gone through, it is not all for nothing. You are literally coming out of the ashes stronger, better than ever, and you are reaching your truest potential in the end game. So there's going to be a lot of great success for you towards the end of the month, I feel like, Scorpios. So be prepared for that and allow yourself to, be more involved into that Three of Cups type of energy of being happy and content and, connected with the universe around you. And I think everything's going to be okay. So that's what I got for you, Scorpio. Last but not least, the Saggies. All right. What is the energy going to be like at the beginning of the month for Sagittarius? Welcome in, Sagittariuses. So glad to have you here. All right. We got the Letting Go card. Spirit Guardian of Autumn. So like within the energy of fall, autumn, that type of season, it's time for trees to shed their leaves. It's time for plants to die out, for them to kind of hibernate, I guess you could say, until spring so they can grow again. And I just feel like this is the time where things start to wilt away, and I think this is a time for things to be let go of. So I feel like Sagittarius, you're in the energy of letting go things that aren't serving you anymore. So what is the major timeline going to be like for Sagittarius in the month of September? And it's the perfect time because we are actually in beginning stages of fall. I think September is when fall starts. All right, we got the Ace of Swords, Five of Swords, the Hierophant, the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. Interesting. The major timeline here is I feel like you're going to be receiving a lot of clarity. You're going to be receiving a lot more clear thoughts. Things that were confusing, things that were, aggravating, things that were taking up a lot of your mental space will no longer, and that you will be, learning a big life lesson here soon. about yourself. And I feel like it has something to do with this Queen of Swords energy of like why you're the Queen of Swords, or why you act like the Queen of Swords, or something like that. Why you're probably like more in the Queen of Swords type of energy. That could be, you know, a blockage for yourself. Maybe it's telling you that you need to be more in the Queen of Cups type of energy, or the Queen of Pentacles type of energy, where you're more resonant with yourself instead of looking out. You need to be more within than looking out. So I kind of feel like that's where we're going here with this, is that you need to look more within yourself here in the month of September. Just like how you are getting the mental clarity that's within your mind, you also need to look within your soul, look within your spirit and your body, and really feel what this lesson is teaching you, so that way you can overcome it and become more resonant with yourself. So what is the overall energy of your emotion and physical essence in the month of September? We have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands seems to come out here in this time frame for a lot of you. Okay. Six of Wands and the Ten of Wands. A little messy here. Cards are stacking on one another. Six of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Okay. So yeah, like I said, with the emotionals, you're going to be more kind of like involved with your emotions and more resonant with yourself. And that will also allow you to get over the hurdles that maybe you have been feeling in the physical realm of the world. And, you know, getting past all that, if you're able to resonate more with yourself, you're going to be able to, you know, acknowledge more in the physical realm. And you're also going to acknowledge more of your physical body. Maybe there's certain things that are hurting you because you aren't really resonating with yourself and taking care of things spiritually or emotionally. And those things could be resolved in this month. And that you're just going to be overcoming a lot of struggles. You're going to be overcoming a lot of burdens that maybe you've had to deal with as well. So who or what is coming into Sagittarius' life here in the month of September? That's crazy. Queen of Cups. Like I said, you're going to be resonating more with yourself and resonating with your spirit and your soul, and you're going to, you know, nurture and take care of yourself and your emotions. Resonate with yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your conscious and your inner being and your emotions, and just be kind to yourself and be the person to fulfill those things for yourself. That's what it's saying. You're coming into your own life. Sagittarius, you are coming into your own life. You are fulfilling the things that you feel like you are without. You're going to be the one to fulfill that, okay? Who or what is leaving Sagittarius' life? Chariot. Okay. Cancer energy. Feel like there could just be some life lessons that you have gone through that you are going to be done with. You're going to acknowledge certain things that have happened. You're going to acknowledge the lessons that you have been through. You're going to acknowledge the timelines of your past and really resonate with things that you should have already been through with already. And things will be taken care of in that aspect. So I think that's what is leaving, is things that can be resolved, things that can be learned and not being looped back around again and again. So what is the biggest change going to happen here in the month of September for Sagittarius? We have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, independency. Like I said, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. You're going to be more focused inwards. You're going to be focused on yourself. You're going to be activating more of your self-control. You're going to be activating more of your emotional caretaking self to yourself. Not taking care of others, but taking care of yourself. Not relying on others, but relying on yourself. And really allowing yourself to grow with that type of energy. What does Sagittarius need to be made aware of in September? we have the Two of Swords and the Devil. It's not going to be easy. You're going to be very, very conflicted. You're going to want to revert back changes. You might not even have, good barriers or boundaries to kind of stick with something. And I think that you are going to have to be aware that you are going to have to stick with something and not let ego, not let your subconscious, not let other elements or factors to outweigh your own personal judgment or thoughts or emotions. And you know what's best for you, but you can't let other things override what is best for you. Stand up for yourself, take care of those things, and everything will be okay. And that's what you need to be made aware of in the month of September. And what is the overall energy at the tail end of September for you? I will not take more than one card. Here we go. Here we go. Owl Spirit Wisdom. Wow. Okay. So this is going to be very, very useful for you. You're going to be learning a lot. You're going to be understanding a lot. You're going to be growing a lot. There's some butterfly wings on the back of this lady here in the picture as well, along with the owl spirit. So I just feel like you're going to be transforming into more of a wiser individual than you were before. And maybe you can become a wise leader as well. Maybe these energies that you're dealing with, or maybe these circumstances and lessons that you're dealing with, will allow you to be a bit more knowledgeable and understanding of things to come in the future, or maybe even be able to help other people going through similar aspects of yourself. So I really do think that there's a lot of good information to come from the owl, and I would recommend, as kind of like a side note, especially since this is towards the end of the video, or like a side task for you, Sagittarius, is for you to look up the owl on Google and look up the spiritual properties of an owl, or what the spiritual meaning of an owl is, and allow yourself to indulge in that a little bit and understand that a little bit more, and see if that resonates with you as well. I just feel really called for you to look into that. But that is what I got for you, Sagittarius. And that's what I got for all the zodiacs. So I gratefully appreciate every single last one of you for being here. Thank you so much. If you really enjoyed this concept and the way I did this video and flowed through the video, it'd be greatly appreciated to hear any sort of feedback that you might have about the video down in the comments below. If you have any insights or anything that I can improve on, or anything that, like I said, you liked, that'd be greatly appreciated to hear in the comments. Or even if you resonated with the readings themselves, feel free to comment. Or if you have any questions about the readings as well, you can comment on that as well. But I gratefully appreciate every single last one of you being here. I hope you all have a fabulous month of September ahead. And I can't wait to see you in the next predictions video for what's coming after September. October? I'll see you in the October's video if that's all you are here for. But I do post other additional content such as pick a card readings and weekly horoscopes. So feel free to check out those as well. But I hope to do more of these zodiac type readings in the future. So I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.